Have you ever attended a weekend workshop? And with all your best intentions, you absolutely adored everything about it. You was really pumped and you was ready to get things done. You just had a new leash of life and you just couldn't wait to implement what you learned and even continue the journey with that same company. But it came to the Friday after that workshop, like 7 days later, and you found yourself demotivated. And herein lies the problem. And the problem is, every time you have a one-off spike of motivation, it won't last. Because motivation is something we intentionally place into our lives if we want it to be sustainable, right? If we just want that little kick, that little high, then, we just need to listen to maybe a Tony Robbins or a Jack Canfield or Lisa Nichols type or Eric Thompson type person say what they need to say, and then yay, motivated. But then you slump down. We must train our minds to be motivated. And in order for that to happen, we've got to be intentional. Now, that means scheduling the time. It means having a non-negotiables that says, I will make sure I spend at least 15 minutes in the sphere, in the swamp, immersed in motivational practices. Now, one motivational practice you can incorporate today is to listen to an audiobook for 15 minutes. Just 15 minutes. Because if you can take just 15 minutes to shift your perspective, that 15 minutes will help to catapult you to a level of consistency that you probably didn't have the day before. You see, motivation is built on a compound effect. The more you implement ways to be motivated, the more motivated you become. You see, motivation is actually intrinsic, but sometimes you need a spark for it to be ignited. And so audiobooks will help you to get that spark. And then eventually you won't need a spark because you would have built so much momentum inside that this would just be like the cherry on the top. But again, it's all about being intentional and having this as a practice that you use daily, because you're going to wash over yourself motivational, water? Yeah, spritz, motivational spritz. So there are a few books that Jack Canfield recommends. Some of them are his. One of them is called, let's see, let me not try guess this. So his audio programs are called Maximum Confidence. I've got that one. Self-Esteem and Peak Performance, The Aladdin Factor, and The Success Principles, a 30-day journey from where you are to where you want to be. They're all available at jackcanfield.com. Now, there are other ways for you to get motivated, obviously, but I want to recommend some other audiobooks that are going to help you, because, just listen to the audiobook, even if you're doing it in the morning as part of your routine. You'll be amazed. You can finish a book in a week or even a day if you just have it playing. You can have it, obviously do it as a passive thing, but I obviously think active listening is probably the best, so that you can actually take the information and change it into a transformational pivot piece. Now, one book I think is really, really good. Actually, good, it doesn't even do it justice, is Crash the Chatterbox, Hearing God's Voice Above All Others. Now, you might not be religious. You don't have to be religious to believe in God or a higher force or universe, whatever you want to call a greater power than ourselves. But this book completely recognizes the fact that there is a chatterbox, a negative voice within our heads, just like we mentioned before, and it talks about how you can overcome that chatter. Another book that I thought was pretty good was Greater, Dream Bigger, Start Smaller, Ignites God's Vision for Your Life, again by S.H.E. Now, I think S.H.E is a really great pastor, really good at helping to break down biblical principles so they're applicable to everyday life. But if that's not your jam, then I also want to recommend The Big Leap by Gary Hendricks. I'm looking at my screen over there because I've got these on Audible, and there's about over 100 titles on Audible. I don't even want to talk to you about the ones that are on my Kindle because I've got too many. Don't tell anyone because people think I've got a problem when it comes to learning. Anywho, no, sorry, I shouldn't really say that without any context. Which, Unleashed, Untamed and Unapologetic by Lisa Lister. Really great book. You Are a Badass at Making Money by Jen Shapiro. I think that's her name. I don't even know if I've got it on my first page, but it's because I bought it so many years ago. Lucky Bitch by Denise Duffield Thomas. Brené Brown, Brave in the Wilderness, The Chimp Paradox. Oof, good book. Yeah, Jen Shapiro, You're a Badass, How to Stop Doubting Your Greatness and Start Living an Awesome Life. That book as well. The Power of Habit. Geez, I'm going to just list some of those books below. These audiobooks are really good, and there's none of them all the ones that I listen to that the voices have irritated me because I'm quite sensitive in the ear, I've had to send back, but these books, really well narrated. Les Brown, Your One Word by Evan Carmichael. Good. So I'm going to put the links below. They're going to probably be links. They're going to be affiliate links, so I'll explain what those are below so you don't think I'm trying to stifle you. The Silver Method, oh my gosh. Yeah, anyway, I could go on all day and talk to you about each book and break it down, but the bottom line is, listen to the books. Every day, 15 minutes, you'll really find some really great nuggets of wisdom that are going to help you to stay motivated. And then on that level of intrinsicness, you're building up that muscle of, you're almost washing your negative words, the 80% that are negative thoughts, away with all the positive intentions and words that all these authors are bringing you. And it really is going to be a game changer. So do that practice every day, 15 minutes minimum. You will see a difference. Now, if you can do it to 30, then an hour, then 2 hours, like you're walking in a park, spend 2 hours listening to these people while you're walking, you're going to see a change because you're going to also take the information on a bit better because you're also doing something active while you're doing it. I mean, I'm a book geek and I own that title and I love it. So do. Take time to really immerse yourself in these books. The Theatre of the Mind. Like, I'm stopping now. I'm stopping. Thank you for watching. Again, comment below. What book are you going to start to read in the next 24 hours for 15 minutes each day? What are you committing to? Comments down below. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like. Yeah. Thank you.